Backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found out a goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good!
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome back here to yourliveevent.com. It is the Irie Insurance pre-match show, and it is the Girls Dual Championship. The Central Cass Squirrels, the East Region champions, will face off against the West Region champions and the Bismarck Demons, who were also the champions yesterday. Thanks for joining us on the Irie Insurance pregame show. I'm Joel Morgan. Thanks for being with us. As always, the final wrestling matches of the 2022-2023 season will be hammered out right here at the Fargo Dome for all three divisions of wrestling here in the state of North Dakota. Well, the Central Cass Squirrels got here via a 51-30 win over Bismarck Legacy. They have defeated Bismarck Century, Bismarck Legacy, and will now face Bismarck High for the championship in the girls dual tournament. For the Bismarck High Demons, their pathway, let's take a look at their pathway to get here onto the championship. First, they got a win over Carrington 57-16, and then a win over Minot 48-21. And that put their spot on here into the championship match. We're going to take a break here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We got more coming your way next on yourliveevent.com.
Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
New Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are here. In the Hillsboro area, contact Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877. These new Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans feature exclusive genetics and high-demand trait platforms like Enlist E3 soybeans and XtendFlex soybeans. Golden Harvest Seeds. Talk with your area representative, Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877 for Golden Harvest Seed.
And back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, it is a championship matchup for the girls dual tournament featuring the Central Cass Squirrels taking on the Bismarck Demons. First ever dual girls championship will start at 190 pounds. It looks at the Bismarck Demons, and they're going to be tough, no doubt about it. Bismarck Demons, 12 placers winning the championship yesterday. One state champion, Julia Arroyo, was the champion at 110 pounds. And those lower weight classes is really where the money was made for the Central Cass Squirrels when it came to competition in that last duel, that win over Legacy that put them on, the win over Legacy that put them on to this championship match. So we'll see what they do here with some bumps. There were some strategic moves made by the Central Cass Squirrels in that last duel. We'll see what they do to counteract that here, as we are going to go with Cassie Bartholomew at 190 will wrestle Cambry Anderson. Anderson was the runner-up at 190 pounds. So our American Crystal Sugar Company lineup here for our first matchup. 190, Cassie Bartholomew from Central Cass, Cambry Anderson from Bismarck. And they're waiting for all the introductions of all the mats. Remember, they will wrestle 7th and 8th place matches in Class B and girls. The first time that has happened here at this state wrestling tournament.
We'll be wrestling back by the West.
Our lineups again brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, growers owned. CrystalSugar.com for more information. Our timeout's brought to you by Bake North. And it looks like we're ready to go. So here we go, 190 pounds. Cassie Bartholomew against Cambry Anderson. And here we go.
Oh, yeah. Number 4 on the World Championship.
And we'll start at 190 and we'll wrap up at 170 pounds for the championship here in duels. The Squirrels, first ever champions last year when it was just the individual tournament, were the East Region dual champions this year, and with the East Region individual champions, as looking for the throw is Anderson, and Bartholomew is going to hang on. Bartholomew is going to get behind her and is going to release as she had kind of full control of the hips of Cambry Anderson. Anderson was pinned in the championship match. With Bartholomew faced that champion back in our last duel. That was Phoenix Linseth in that championship, was the champion. Bartholomew ended up getting pinned, but she was able to score 2 early points and held the lead at the end of the first period. So she put up a good fight in that matchup, did Cassie Bartholomew, as we have 47 seconds left and no score here at 190 pounds.
We're starting. Wrestling more than
And Bartholomew is going to get a takedown. It takes a 2-0 lead with 30 seconds left to go in the period. And it's going to be Anderson on her base, and Bartholomew just breaking her down right now. And they'll come out of bounds, a restart with 20 seconds left to go in the first period. Again, at 190 pounds here for the dual championship. Squirrels finished 3rd place. They were the 3rd place finishers in the individual tournament. The champions were Bismarck High Demons, who they're facing. So the top team out of the East against the top team out of the West. 2 top 3 finishers in the individual tournament. So a whole lot riding in on this dual championship as a late reversal comes for Cambry Anderson for Bismarck. Anderson and Bartholomew tied at 2 as the first period comes to an end. Coverage of the Central Cass Squirrels girls wrestling team here, brought to you by so many of our great sponsors. Thanks to our sponsors who brought us all of our coverage here at the state wrestling tournaments. Anderson will start the second period on top, putting in a power half against Bartholomew, and will lose her grip, but will get her down to her belly. And now Cambry Anderson looking for the turn, and Bartholomew able to come back and belly out. I do not believe the Demons have a 250-pounder. Strike that they do. Brindley Buchler will be the 250-pound wrestler, so we will not have that open weight class at 250 as near fall points being totaled up right now. And we will have a fall here. Cambry Anderson will pin Cassie Bartholomew, and Bismarck scores first here in the dual championship. Anderson wins via fall, and it is a 6-0 win. And Bismarck will take the lead on to 250 pounds. And we'll get our lineup for 250, or matchup for 250, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. And it will be Katie Sinner coming out, the state champion, 2-time state champion for the Central Cass Squirrels. And Brindley Buchler, I believe, will be who is sent out by the Bismarck High Demons. Buchler finished in 4th place at 250 pounds, and they are already underway. Underhooks from Buchler, and Sinner able to fend those off Sinner got the headlock looking for the trip or the throw, and Sinner goes down, and Buechler will land on top. So Buechler will take the lead 2-0. Sinner to her base. Buechler putting in the chicken wing, and Sinner now rolls around for a reversal, tied at 2, and gets her right in the back points. And now Buechler will hit a reversal, and she will go into back points. We're going to have to get the scores kind of settled up here at the scorers table. It will be 4-4. So 4-4 the score. Sinner did not get the back points. Rather, did hit those back points on the reversal. So there's 5 seconds left to go in the first period. Katie Sinner, Brindley Buechler, 4-4 the score. I think that's 7-4 the score. Buechler will take the lead on the near fall points. 45 seconds left to go here in the first period. Sinner at her base, just try and survive this first period. Squirrels trail this duel 6-0. Cambry Anderson got a pin at 190 pounds to get things started. And now Sinner to her feet. Buechler looking for the mat return, and Sinner hits a reversal. Sinner's going to hit the reversal and maybe into a pin, and she gets it. Katie Sinner gets the pin for the Squirrels, and we are tied at 6. So the senior wrestling one last time for the Central Cast Squirrels will get the pin and ties it at 6 as we move on to 100 pounds. And I think that this is where this duel is going to be won and lost, and it will be in those low weight classes. Izzy Owens finished 4th at 100 for the Bismarck High Demons. Did not wrestle Anna White, who was the champion at 100, and it looks like Anna White is who they're going to send out. Anna White against Izzy Owens. That is our lineup, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company at 100 pounds. And right away, White will go for the double leg, and Owens will get the sit out. No position change yet as White is driving Owens to the ground, and now White will get the takedown and leads 2-0. Squirrels 6, Demons 6 here for the Girls Duel Championship at the Fargo Dome. Minute 28 to go in the first period. Again, White went right for the double leg out of the whistle. Now putting in the chicken wing. Now trying to get a turn. Minute 10, it looks like from here. Actually, make that 10 seconds left to go in the first period. And a lot of riding time for Anna White. And, well, it was a minute 10, so we do have a minute left. I apologize. A little bit of distance between me and that scoreboard, but about 50 seconds left to wrestle here in the first period. And to her feet is Izzy Owens. Now, I'm not sure if there was a potentially dangerous. No, there was not. They just went out of bounds on the restart. Okay, so 45 seconds to go. And we might get a potentially dangerous here, it looks like. We will. So a stoppage for potentially dangerous. White will be on top on the restart. .30 seconds left to go in the first period. 100-pound weight class, our third here in this dual championship. And we will get a pin. Anna White gets the pin. And the Squirrels lead 12-6. So Anna White gets the pin, her last match of the season. And up to 105 pounds. There was no 105-pounder listed for the Bismarck Demons. Central Cass has a few that they can put at that 105 5-pound weight class. And I don't think it's going to be open. Maybe it will be open. Yeah, it will be an open weight class. So the Squirrels will take the open weight class. Mallory DeVries will take the open weight class, and the Squirrels lead 18-6. And we move on to 110, and this is Julia Arujo is the champion at 110. Was a 42 wrestler on the season. Will wrestle here at 110 pounds. And in our American Crystal Sugar Company matchup, we're actually going to see a bump here. So Brianna Mayer will wrestle again against Maggie Theelgis. So a bump coming. Maggie Theelgis at 115, coming to wrestle at 110. Squirrels lead this duel 18-6. Theelgis has control of the upper body. He's trying to will Mayer down to the mat. And Mayer just fending it off. Now Theelgis puts her in the fireman's and was looking for the frontside cradle. And there will be a takedown. The other official will say that Theelgis will get the takedown before they went out of bounds before the restarts. So 2-0 the lead. Standing up was Mayer, and a mat return came from Theelgis. And now Theelgis has Mayer on her back. There will be some near fall points at least, as there's 1 minute left to wrestle in that first period. And now Theelgis looking to go knee to shoulder, and the official seeing some daylight there. And it will be a pin, so Maggie Theelgis gets the win at 110 for the Bismarck Demons, and that will make it 18-12, Central Cass with the lead. And now 115. So Theelgis was the 115-pounder, one of their 115-pounders. Julia Arujo, I would imagine, will come down here to wrestle at 110. We'll see what Bismarck High does here. I guess I don't want to speak too soon as to what Bismarck will do here at 115 pounds. I guess we'll have to see what both of these teams decide to do. Looks like Bailey Schmidt will come out at 115. So I think we're going to see an open weight class for the Squirrels. Bailey Schmidt here on our American Crystal Sugar lineup will take the open weight class, and that will tie our duel at 18. 18 all the score. Now on to 120 pounds. And that will be an open weight class in favor of the Demons. So 24-18, Bismarck will lead. Julia Arujo will take the open weight class at 120 and on to 125. And will that be an open weight class? We have not seen a Demon make their way out there for 125 pounds. And now we will see a wrestler come out for Bismarck. And here we go. Our our American Crystal Sugar Company lineup at 125 pounds. Emma Schneider from Central Cass, Cambry Weiss from Bismarck. Cambry Weiss was a 5th place finisher at 120, wrestling at 125. 6 weight classes left after this as Feist will get the takedown. Feist will get the takedown and into some back points. And it will be a pin. Cambry Feist will pin Emma Schneider. And Bismarck now leads 30-18. That will be 3 straight weight classes taken by the Bismarck Demons. And up to 130 pounds, Mallory DeVries, I would imagine, will be who Central Cast sends out. We'll wait until we get our official American Crystal Sugar Company matchup. Well, it'll be Grace Lamar coming out at 130 against Tegan Reitenbach. So Grace Lamar against Tegan Reitenbach. Reitenbach was a 6th place finisher at 130. So Lamar and Reitenbach. Lamar got a 1-0 win in her matchup in the last duel, make that a 2-0. Oh, that was a 1-0 win on that escape. Reitenbach will go for the single leg. Lamar's going to sprawl out, trying to swing herself around. Will get the takedown. So Lamar has the takedown and the 2-0 lead. Lamar leads Reitenbach 2-0. And has her turned. And Reitenbach was able to get her inside shoulder up. So Lamar's going to get some near fall points with a minute left to wrestle in the first period. Lamar just needs to work that arm bar a little bit, extend out that wrist. Let's see if she can do it there. .30 seconds left in the first period. 130. Lamar leads Reitenbach 5-0, as that was a 3-point near fall. And Lamar will try the half again. Has 20 seconds here left in this period to try to end it. And able to belly out is Reitenbach. 5 seconds left to go in the period. And it will come to an end. Grace Lamar with a 5-0 lead. Lamar 5, Reitenbach 0 at 130. And we will now have neutral position to begin the second period. .25 seconds into this second period. Going to shoot Reitenbach. Lamar able to step back. Lamar trying to kind of a little bit of a lat drop, maybe to get her back down to the mat and back up to her feet. Reitenbach. Championship of the girls dual tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com. Squirrels trail this one 30-18. 45 seconds and counting left to go in the second period. Good time. Final 25 seconds left to go. Second period looks like it's going to end with Lamar hanging on to that 5-0 lead, barring a big move from Reitenbach. Final 10 seconds. And the period will come to an end. Grace Lamar 5, Tegan Reitenbach scoreless into the third period at 1:30. The decision goes to Reitenbach.
Let's go. This team, South Dakota, ladies and gentlemen, give up the South at 1 point lead. That's pretty.
And Lamar gets an escape as she begins the third period on the bottom. Lamar comes up, gets the escape. The strike that Reitenbach will get the escape, excuse me, and it will be 5-1. Lamar leading 5-1. Reitenbach was a a sixth place finisher at 130 pounds. Lamar was a third place finisher at 130. Lamar tried to come down for the carry. Will tie up with Reitenbach. Minute 15 and counting to go in the final period. And looking for a throw. Reitenbach and Lamar is going to try to fend it off. And Lamar is going to pop her head free and will come around the front and will release. 1 minute left to go. Lamar has won the only match that was decided by decision so far today for the Squirrels. She won 1-0 in the last duel, in the semifinal duel. Right now, she leads 5-1. And they'll come out of bounds with 45 seconds left to wrestle here in the third period. Just some hand fighting going on here in the final 30 seconds. Lamar knows it's Reitenbach who has to make that final move down 5-1. Reitenbach, a 4-point move, obviously would tie it up. And if that's where the score stands, we'd see sudden decision. And that's what Lamar's looking for right now. 10 seconds left to go. And this one looks like it's going to end with Lamar winning 5-1. And there was a late takedown, but they will not count it, as that would have been, I believe, would have been enough for a major decision. But Lamar will get the win, and the Squirrels cut their deficit to 9. It is 21-30 here in the girls' dual championship. So Lamar gets the decision 5-1, and we're on to 135 pounds. Lois Schneider from Central Cass, Madison Reams from Bismarck. That is your lineup, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Madison Reams was an 8th place finisher at 135 pounds for the Demons. 4 weight classes left. So 3 pins to tie is what you need right now if you're the Squirrels. Strike that. I mean, you need a pin and a decision to tie. I think 3 pins actually would lock it up for you. No score here in the first period between Schneider and Reams.
Now I'm back in the Class A championships. I'm having for beers. Why don't you give me the shirts, Scott? Wrestling field. This my section is.
And looking for the throw is Lois Schneider, and Reams will pop her head free and brings her down to the mat. Madison Reams leads this one by a final score Well, at least, excuse me, not by a final score, by a score of 2-0 with the final 40 seconds left of the first period. And a reversal comes from Schneider. Reversal into back points.
For the Kings at 100.
5 seconds left to go. Schneider has tied it and has taken the lead and is trying to get a fall to close out that first period. Does not, but a 5-point move coming for Lois Schneider at 135. She leads 5-2 against Madison Reams. Big last move there.
Push. Taking on some movements.
Lois Schneider was a 7th place finisher at 135 pounds. Defeated Madison Reams by a fall in the individual tournaments. Has the lead here 5-2. Neutral position to begin the second period here at 135 pounds. At 10 left to go here in the second period at 135 pounds. It's a lot of collar ties and hand fighting right now between Schneider and Reams. They're going to rematch at the 7th place match, and Schneider and Reams both go down. No change of position, and now will be 2 coming the way for Reams. She will get 2 and gets the fall. Madison Reams will get the win at 135 pounds. And Bismarck now leads 36-21. 36-21. And the weight class is not on the side right now. 4 weight classes left, not on the side of the Central Cast girls as we move on to 140. Paige Baumgartner was the runner-up at 140 for Bismarck. We'll see if she is who they bring out here. And Shelby Sherman for the Squirrels will wrestle against Paige Baumgartner here at 140. I believe a fall here would put it out of reach. Would put it out of reach for the Central Cast Squirrels. Looks like we have a Banknote timeout for blood time here in the first period. So a stoppage for blood time, no score between Shelby Sherman and Paige Baumgartner. We're going to take a break. And we got more coming your way next. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Gwinner, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
And that blood timeout will come to an end. No score between Shelby Sherman and Paige Baumgartner at 140 pounds. Championship for the first ever girls dual tournament. And going for the double leg is Sherman. Has some elevation, trying to fight it off as Baumgartner. They're at the edge of the mat. Sherman should have the takedown, will get it, and they stay in bounds. That's a big thing, is Sherman was able to keep them in bounds. 13 seconds left to go in the first period. Now they will come out of bounds on a restart with 12 seconds left. So Paige Baumgartner, rather Shelby Sherman scores first, takes down Paige Baumgartner. Sherman leads 2-0. Squirrels trail this duel. 36-21, 4 weight classes left, including this one. A fall goes a long way for the Squirrels. And we're going to get a stop. It looks like the clock hadn't started. Or maybe blood, a spot of blood on the mat. That's what it is, a spot of blood on the mat. So another Bank North timeout. And now the restart. Rather, it is Baumgartner who got that takedown. Excuse me. I corrected myself and then unnecessarily recorrected myself. Oh, excuse me. It was Sherman who got the takedown. Baumgartner will be on top here to begin the second period. We had such a delay. I forgot that we were starting a new period. It wasn't a restart. As some near fall points coming in right now for Paige Baumgartner. So she will take the lead and gets the pin. Paige Baumgartner will pin Shelby Sherman.
So, for the defense,
42-21, the Bismarck Demons lead. So 42-21, and that will put this one out of the reach for the Central Cast Squirrels. 3 pins, and it would put this one out of reach. Even with 3 pins, would put this one out of reach. So the Bismarck Demons will be the first ever dual champions for girls wrestling. The Central Cast Squirrels will be the runners up. And we will have matches, though, continuing here as we get ready for 145 pounds. Isabel Dutchick at 145 will wrestle against Aubrey Overson at 140. So congratulations to the Bismarck High Demons, the champions at dual wrestling. They are double champions, the first ever double champions in girls wrestling in the sanctioned era here in the state of North Dakota. Remember, there was unsanctioned girls tournaments. This is the sanctioned era of girls wrestling. Bismarck, a good showing. Central Cass, a good showing. You finished second in the duels, third in the team, and it'll be Aubrey Overson who gets the takedown, and a 2-0 lead, and looking to get a fall here.
it's even 43-12, and then they're going to be
There will be a pin. Overson gets the pin for Bismarck.
I think it's great. Well, that's not even
48-21. Now the score. As we get ready for 155 pounds. Again, when you get to this point, you'll get some of your alternates in there. You'll get some of your wrestlers who maybe not have seen a lot of mat time. This opportunity to come out here and wrestle on this big stage.
And on the bumper, class league number 4, 16-41. Yes,
We're going to move on to 155 pounds. And a hip sack from Central Cass against Lexi Beckler from Bismarck. Beckler was a runner-up at 155 pounds. So the Squirrels, again, runners-up here in dual competition. Bismarck High winning both championships this year.
Yeah, and like 155, wrestling for Central. Yeah, wrestling for this one. The second piece finishes fucking guy. That's a win. Here's the touchdown. Trevor Williamson. Racing gets the 16 points to the Spurs. 138.
Scoreless here through this first minute. Got a hip sack from Central Cass against Lexi Beckler from Bismarck. And not the way that this wanted to go for the Squirrels and Squirrel Nation, but when you think about what this team has done this year to win those double region championships, to finish third against some tough opponents, to place the wrestlers that they did, to get the state champions that they did as a takedown for Lexi Beckler. Will get the takedown and looks to turn it into a fall. As the official in there close, 7 seconds left to go in the first period. And a good fight coming for hip sack to keep away the pin. There will be points on a near fall. So 5 points to end the period for Lexi Beckler. She will lead 5-0 going into the second period. Second period is going to begin, and it will be Beckler on top to start the second period, leading 5-0.
He's got 13 points and courtesy of Carson.
And Beckler getting a turn here, trying to end this one with the fall, and we'll get it. Another pin for Bismarck. 54-21, now the lead for the Demons. So the Demons, the double champions, adding on to their point total.
Back-to-back teams over here on number 4 from the Demons with picking up 6 more team points in the championship match.
And we will wrestle at 170, and we will have 2 wrestlers come on at 170 here. Isabel Dutt for Central Cass, Lily Bishop for Bismarck. And that will be it here. This will be the last matchup as the champions. Again, congratulations to the Bismarck High Demons. They are the first ever North Dakota dual champions, and congratulations to the Squirrels. They didn't win, but they are the first ever North Dakota runners-up here in dual wrestling.
6 points. From this team.
We'll have our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection coming up once we wrap things up.
They won. Fifth place, 7 rights place to win. This is a rematch. The final match for them is wrestling.
And Bishop will get a takedown and puts Dutt on her back on her side for back points. Now looking to get the pin to finish it off. And it will be a pin for Lily Bishop, and Bismarck caps off their win here in the dual championship. And that will be a final score. Bismarck is the champion in the girls dual competition. The Central Cass girls are the runners-up, and obviously not the outcome the Squirrels wanted, but nothing to hang their head at is how well they've competed here all weekend in this tournament, or all 3 days in this tournament, as well as they competed this season. For the Squirrels, you end as a runner-up in dual, a third-place finish in team competition. You finish in third to the team that Bismarck is the double champion, and you think about how tough head-to-head you were against that Bismarck team. Imagine the roughshod that they ran through the individual wrestling tournament over the last 2 days. So the Squirrels, fortunately, on the losing end of this matchup, but a lot to be happy about this season. We got our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection coming up next.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Bank of North Dakota wants you to be confident when it's time to make student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident to calculate the maximum amount of student loan debt that is recommended based on your career choice. You can also learn how to apply for financial aid and get tips to cut education expenses. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident today.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
And welcome to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust. That's HalsteadTelephoneCompany.com. Well, congratulations. Bismarck again wins the first ever dual girls championship. They are North Dakota's first ever in the sanction era double champions, winning individual and winning the dual. They defeat Central Cass by a final of 60-21. Let's get our recap of how this duel went. At 190, Cambry Anderson defeated Cassie Bartholomew via fall. Katie Sinner would get a win at 250. Anna White would get the win at 100. Mallory DeVries would take the open weight class at 105. And then it would be a run of 4 straight decisions, 4 straight matches going to Bismarck. Maggie Thiel just got 110. Bailey Smith, 115. Julia Arujo getting 120. Cambry Feist getting 125. Grace Lamar at 130 was able to get a decision win over Tegan Reitenbach by a final of 5-1. And then the last weight classes would go in favor of the Bismarck Demons, it would go to Madison Reams at 135, Paige Baumgartner at 140, Aubrey Overson at 145, Lexi Beckler at 155, and then Lily Bishop at 170. So the Bismarck Demons, the champions in dual competition, Central Cass Squirrels runners up in dual. They were third place finisher in team competition yesterday. A good showing with two straight champions for the Central Cass Squirrels and Katie Sinner and Anna White. Katie Sinner, the first ever two-time champion in the sanctioned era of girls wrestling. So a lot to be proud of for the Central Cass Squirrels team. Just unfortunately not coming away with the dual championship here on this Saturday afternoon. We're going to take another break here in our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection, and we'll come back to give out some of our accolades coming up next.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
The Halstead Living Center, Heritage House in Halstead, and the Normandy in Twin Valley present an atmosphere that is calm and comfortable. Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, they offer a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care, including senior living with services, skilled nursing care, rehabilitation care, respite, hospice, or adult day care. Get more information by going to halsteadlivingcenter.com or call 218-456-2105.
Back here in our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. A dual championship win here for Bismarck over the Central Cass Squirrels. So the Squirrels runners up. Time to give away some of our post-match accolades, and we will start with the RDK Enterprises featured wrestler of the match. And it's hard to pick one for the Squirrels team. We'll go with Shelby Sherman, Jordan Flynn, Cassie Bartholomew, and Katie Sinner, as they are the four seniors of this wrestling team. The four on the roster here: Shelby Sherman, Jordan Flynn, Cassie Bartholomew, Katie Sinner. They will be the featured wrestlers of this match as they wrestled their last time for this girls wrestling team, which has been really making some big headway and making a name for themselves in girls wrestling 2 years in. They are the featured wrestlers here, brought to you by RDK Enterprises. For maintenance, parts, and upgrades options, they can help swing in before you know it. Let RDK Enterprises meet the challenges you need. Visit them at plantdoctor.com. Now for our Enbridge Energy Wrestler of the match. And it will go to those same four wrestlers for finishing up their careers with the Squirrels. I want to mention there as well, Travis Lamar would be the Enbridge Energy coach of the match, as his last, obviously as the coach, he's had some good strategic moves in these duels, but just being named the girls wrestling coach of the year 2 years running. I want to take an extra moment to recognize that for Coach Travis Lamar. Again, our wrestlers of the match will go to those four named seniors wrestling the last time for the Squirrels, while also mentioning Coach Lamar for what he has done here at being named Coach of the Year 2 years in a row. So that is Enbridge Energy. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for Life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. So another winter sport, a winter sport in the books here, as wrestling officially ending after today. The Squirrels, a good showing for the girls' side. Third place finish again in the individual tournament. Second place finish out here for the championship matchup in dual competition. Thanks to all of our sponsors for bringing us broadcasts here over the last 2 days and throughout the season. Beginning Monday, it's a quick turnaround for us broadcasters. We'll begin our coverage of the Region 1 basketball tournament live from the Shack. You can see that on yourliveevent.com. Joel Morgan reminding you once again our final score here from the Fargo Dome and the dual championship. Congratulations to Bismarck. They are the dual champions. Congratulations to the Central Cass Squirrels. They are the runners-up. Bismarck defeats Central Cass by a final of 60-21. You've been listening to the girls dual wrestling tournament on yourliveevent.com.